if you were to listen to everyone who complains about dating, right? You realize men and women have similar complaints. If you put them all in the same room, you let them know that, hey, you guys are complaining about each other. But everyone would say, no, 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 not me, Deb. I'm perfect. It is
Hmm.
everybody
Yeah,
else.
right.
Why do you think so many people have the it's everybody else syndrome instead of saying that, you know what? It was a little bit of me too.
It's always a little bit of both. And it's also that miscommunication, that interpreting a word, maybe, or listening to a frustration and extrapolating on that and making it bigger than it is. So when someone is uncomfortable with a situation, instead of just storming out, step back, count to 10. I'm not comfortable. You just made me uncomfortable with what you said. It hurt me. You implied something about me that I don't think you should be saying. And let's talk through this, because it's too easy to go child. It's too easy to react in anger. It's too easy because of our upbringing. I was brought up where there was a lot of yelling and some smacking. And I kind of grew up thinking, well, that's how you relate to people. It took years of therapy and going through, what did I do in that relationship and what could I have done better? And not beating myself up for not knowing, not beating myself up for not having the background that would have allowed me to be calmer and more communicative in a way that allowed someone to speak their issue and not have to be defensive or angry.
Do you think that is maybe difficult for some people to come to terms with, to one, ask the question, and to two, understand and accept that, hey, maybe it was all you?
Definitely, that is going to be hard for people. So, people who are hurting, people who have come out of a relationship, people who feel um, dismissed by that person or denigrated by that person, or I was, verbally and emotionally abused by my second husband. When it became physical, I finally realized, whoa, this is going in an area you don't want to be in. I don't care what happens. You need to get out of here. But had been used to verbal abuse from my parenting, my mother, and I had been used to handling emotional stress with withdrawing and withholding contact and things like that. And you don't build the skills if you weren't taught them as a child growing up. So you have to figure out what could I have done? Where can I go get some information about how to create that skill set, to recognize that tendency in myself and overcome it?